Well, welcome back to the studio. Well, today I'm going to be sculpting another critter for the moon of Calderona. It's going to be a primate ape-looking critter called the Madrathal. So thanks for joining me, and let's get started. Alright, well, we got the basic form shaped here. This is going to be the main body and the back. You can see the ridge where the spine is going to be at. So we'll get some more clay put on here, bulk it out, and get some texture going. Alright, I'm putting some more clay here, make it more of a prominent spine ridge on the back. Alright, well, I'm using some thicker floral wire, and we'll get the shape of the legs here and then figure out what the stance is going to be like. Alright, so I put a little bacon bond in there, try and get it down into the hole. Put a little spot of clay on the outside, so as soon as I get that wire in there, I can start working on firming it up and getting it really attached. Alright, as you can see here, we got both legs in now, so I'm just going to kind of bulk them out. You can look at one leg, it's kind of broken up there. You got the first basic clay put on there, but trying to figure out the stance and getting the main shape of the legs, and it kind of broke up the clay a little bit, but that's no problem. We'll get that all fixed. Alright, well, we're already at the arms here, as you can see, and we figured out the pose that we're going to be, and we're going to have it leaning forward like a gorilla on its front knuckles. And we're adding some more clay, a little bit of cuff of hair, trying to get where all the skin folds are and the extra hair and rolls in its belly. Get that all in there and get that texture. You have to do the same thing on the other side. Alright, so we've added some rolls, and we can see like one place here where the arm is kind of coming back, where we got the skin kind of more relaxed and buckled up, and on the other side a little bit more firm or stretched out, where the arm is stretched out, so it's a little bit more tense. Alright, so we're going to start adding some fingers here. Now I usually just go ahead and sculpt in one finger, get it into the place that I want, and then throw it in the oven, bake it, get it nice and solid and firm. Use it kind of as a base to form the other fingers off of. Give me some more support. Alright, well, let's find out where this critter comes from and maybe a little something about it.
We return once again to the Hectare system, on the small moon of Calderona. Today we look at one of the most abundant animals on the moon, the Madrathal, nicknamed the Little Centurion due to its small crest on its head and the way it stands guard at its burrow. Although it resembles a primate, the way it moves, sits, and feeds. It's no larger than a guinea pig.
Alright, let's figure out the scale of the head and figure out the shape. Even though we started the video and everything, I still haven't decided what it's going to look like. Alright, well, we got the eyes in place, we figured out the shape and everything, and I'm going to put a crest along its head. We're going to fill it in on both sides so the crest isn't going to look like a big mohawk. Alright, we're going to start working on the facial features, and let's get some definition on that face. Alright, well, let's find out a little bit more about this critter.
Its large eyes adapted to see in low light, and at night, when it's most active, it feeds on insects, fruits, seeds, and nuts, and it stores its food in its burrow, like squirrels on Earth for leaner times. Its two lower fangs are for defense and combating rivals for mates.
As I'm going through here, each time I add a little bit of clay and get some sculpting and texture and stuff, I throw it in the oven and let it go ahead and bake. It takes a little bit more time doing it this way, but you know, I guess it's actually quicker than having to redo something that you smashed. It is kind of a smaller little sculpture, so my hands are all over it. Just waiting for it to cool down and then being able to start back on a sculpt. Usually I have 2 or 3 sculpts going at any given time, so when one's in the oven and working on the other one.
Like rabbits here on Earth, they are voracious breeders and can produce 2 to 3 offspring every 34 days. During its lifespan of 5 years, it can produce up to 150 babies. Despite their small size, you would not want one of these little critters to grab hold of you. Their strength is incredible. Its defensive tactic is to grab a hold of its attacker and give it a bone-crushing hug. It can crush all the bones in a man's hand in seconds.
Yeah, it sounds like it wouldn't do my sculpting skills any good at all. Alright, let's get some eyelids on here, start getting those eyes shaped out. Yeah, I go in and brush a little clay softener on there, kind of get it tacky so we can get that new clay on there. And then just kind of slowly get the shape of the eyelid, or get enough of the eye that I'm looking for. There's a lot of reference material just from the apes here on this planet to just give you an idea of the different faces you can choose from. Right here, I add some more clay and get that all textured in, kind of squaring off the jaw a little bit.
Finding itself at the bottom of the food chain for every predator on the moon, the Madrathal is the favorite prey of the lurpus. With few bones in its body, it has a natural resistance against its crushing hug.
Alright, well, we're working on the feet here. Now I got the first foot and I just used regular Super Sculpting living doll. And the second foot ended up being a little bit more of an angle. I ended up using some cost clay, a little more flexible stuff. Even with cost clay, I ended up breaking it a couple times. I keep having to retest to make sure it's all balanced. It's got to carry the weight of the sculpture. Luckily, after it's all baked and everything, this clay's not that heavy, so we're doing okay. Alright, well, we're going to use some Vallejo paints. It seems to give me the best coverage, and then I got to make sure that I make it kind of fluid enough to where it's going to get into all those little fur lines that I've carved in.
The Madrathal has adapted to live in all biomes on this moon: rocky plains, forests, mountains, swamps, and in the snowy regions its fur changes color to match the snow-covered ground.
Alright, so I'm going to get a solid base color on this guy, get all that fur painted in. We are going to go in and do some washes and tone it up and change some little areas, make them darker. And at this point I'm trying to decide if I want to go with a lighter face or a darker face, but I think we know what the choice was, but at this point I still haven't figured it out.
A group of Madrathal is called a gang. Here they are waiting out winter in a small burrow, with its stash of food they have collected over the months.
Alright, well, let's put the finishing touches on this guy. I use some UV resin, put it across the eyes and give it that glossy look. And let's show you what I used for all those videos, the final result.
Thank you for joining us today. And join us again next month as we delve into the life of yet another creature on this fascinating moon.